Hey folks, my brother recently showed me a photograph of something he was making, which was basically ground beef that was wrapped in a little bit of onion and then wrapped in bacon. Looked really tasty, so I decided to do my own version of it. And what I came up with was a combination of Italian sausage and ground beef. I actually parboiled my onion and wrapped that around the meat, and then I wrapped that in bacon, and then put barbecue sauce on it at the end. Great combination, few extra steps involved, but I think you'll like it. Here's the recipe. I'm going to start with 2 onions. With 1 onion, I'm going to trim off the ends and do a little slice down the side so I can peel all the sort of rough skin off. Take that and discard it. And then what you're going to do is cut off the tops and bottoms again so that you end up with a center section that's about 2 inches tall. Be about 2 inches right there. You're going to stand that up and slice the slice right down the center coming out to create that little radius there. And then you can peel away all these various layers. And you're going to end up with about 5 or 6 from each one of the onions. You're going to take the best 5 from each, so you have 10 total. And you're going to reserve the rest because you're going to chop the rest of that up for something else. I'll bring water to a boil. I'll put about a teaspoon of salt in there. Then I'll drop all of my onion rings in there and let those go for about 5 minutes. I'll bring them out into a colander and just let them drain while I'm making my filling. To make my filling, I took about 1/4 cup of the rest of the onion and chopped it up. I've got 1 jalapeno pepper I seeded and chopped. I've got 1/4 cup of flat leaf parsley that I've chopped. You're going to take 3/4 pound each of Italian sausage and ground sirloin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 large egg, and then 1/2 cup of panko breadcrumbs. I'll mix all that together until it's nice and smooth, and then I'm going to add to that 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce and mix that in once again. And you're going to make 10 meatballs, each a little bit larger than the size of a golf ball. And I sort of like make them all really quickly, as you can see. Not quite that quickly, but you get the idea. And I sort of distribute a little of the meat around until it's completely even in size. And then what I'll do is I'll take a strip of my onion, I'll roll it around a meatball. And then bacon's elastic, so I'm going to take 1 strip of bacon and just sort of stretch it out a little bit. And I'm only going to use half of this as I start. So I'll cut that in half. And I'll wrap that half around my meatball here, sort of covering the top and bottom. Then I'll take another complete strip of bacon, I'll stretch that out again as well, and I'll start at the top and sort of wrap it around this guy the same way and make sure I cover as much of the skin of the onion as I see as possible. So I'll change the direction as I'm wrapping it to make sure I cover as much of it as possible. You may not get everything, but cover as much as you can. And I'll secure that with a wooden skewer that I've soaked in water for about 30 minutes. And I'm good to go there. Now I put a wire rack on my baking sheet so all of that stuff drips away, and it goes into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. Then I'm going to bring it out, take about 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce and baste it on all sides, and put it back in the oven for another 10 or 15 minutes so it's nice and crispy. And here is the final result. Isn't that gorgeous? We'll set those out on a tray for presentation. Look how beautiful those are. Isn't that great? Well, that's my version. Nice little slice of it here. You can see what the inside looks like. Really, really tender there. And I'm going to take a little taste of it as well. Give me a second. That's really good. As always, you can get the recipe on our website at waynesweekend.com. Thanks, Big Brother. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for this and a whole lot of other fun stuff still to come. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.